Hello everyone and welcome to another ASMR video. Today I thought we'd go through this Star Wars art therapy book that I found whilst going through some old stuff the other day. And I really love this. I bought it years ago and never ended up using it, and I'm wondering maybe if it's something we'd like to do on the channel. So let me read the intro and then we can look at some of these wonderful illustrations in the book itself. First off, let's read this side. Relax and let the creative force flow through you. Whether a skilled artist or an everyday dabbler of drawings and doodles, fans of all ages will be able to enjoy this beautiful colouring book. Discover intricate interpretations of incredible starships, elaborate tessellating patterns, and mandalas, and iconic characters from the Star Wars universe. With over 100 pages of illustrations, there's hours of relaxing colouring fun for everyone. Then the blurb, the foreword, should I say, itself. Colouring taps into the psyche of those who practice it. It stands to reason then that even the masters of the Jedi Order must have devoted themselves to the holy practice, from the leaders of the temple on Coruscant to those residing in the depths of the muddy backwaters on Dagobah. In our part of the galaxy, near our time, the psychologist and psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung, deeply depressed for some 13 years, recorded his dreams and his anxieties as tales and colorings in what is now considered to be an essential work on modern psychology, the Red Book. By coloring mandalas and monsters, by using colour to capture his anxieties and his dreams, Jung was interpreting his vast knowledge of human mythology in order to rediscover the way of reaching tranquility, of attaining an essential mental balance. Incidentally, this is where Jung and Star Wars meet again. Both have in their own way blended erotic tales of mythology. By the way, I understand that this is getting harder to read on the video as we go down. I'm sorry for that, and I try my best to get better lighting. But the images should be great, the images should be fine. In their own ways, blended heroic tales and mythology to offer hope and to define a way to produce something that enables us to find ourselves. What could be more obvious than to offer this therapeutic colouring based on the most famous contemporary pop mythology of them all? So relax, turn the page, and to paraphrase Yoda, may the colouring force be with you. Okay, let's take a look at these. So first off, we do have Yoda, and a lot of Yoda. I'm not a big fan of these double pages in the book. There's a few of them. I think they're kind of, it sounds weird to say lazy. I think they'd be really good for repetition to kind of forget everything, especially when into the detail and kind of started to try and colour in like the shading and stuff. I think that could really be, I can see the idea behind it, but I really don't like this one specifically. This style. Then here we have this really cool Darth Maul image. And what's really interesting about this actually is that even though Maul is kind of like this more imposing figure, they decided to put Naboo, very similar to the Padme image here. Naboo styling around it. I really like that. I really like how simple this one is. How straightforward it is. The Padme one, the Queen Amidala one, looks great too. It's funny though, because the position they've kind of put it in makes it look kind of casket-esque, which of course, Padme dies in the third film. Sorry, spoilers for a movie from 2005. So that's kind of a curious choice there. but I do like it. I do think it looks really nice. Then we have this one, which is a mandala. And obviously, as you can see, that's the Death Star. That's Vader's helmet. And the Imperial sign. The sign of the Empire behind it. And to kind of juxtapose that, we have the Rebellion symbol. The helmet of the Rebellion. And yeah, you might miss this one if you didn't know better. Is the head of a Y-Wing fighter, which are the bombers during the Republic and the Rebellion era. Then we have a Pit Droid Mandala. Again, it's very, very repetitive in this one, but I kind of find this has got like more of a pattern to it. There's like an interest here. I like that. And then this one, this is the image of Leia used on the front of the book. I'll show you guys quickly, but I didn't want to use it because it's kind of glaring. Yeah, there. So that one is really nice. I love it. I like the idea of it. It reminds me of Christmas. I don't know why. I think it's because it looks like Leia's playing with the Death Star as if it's like a bauble on a tree. I really like it though. I think it looks really good. Then you've got this one, which is like more of a Attack of the Clones page with a B1 battle droid in almost like an hourglass. I know that sounds weird to say, but it just reminds me of the hourglass shape. I think it's this. Again, very Naboo-esque. And again, the same with Jango Fett. Probably because he was after Padme in episode 2. Again, really nice detail. Really like that. And then we turn the page again, and we get to that I'm not wholly sure. Oh, sorry, I am. This one is the Clone Trooper helmet. You can probably see it now that I've pointed it out, and the Republic symbol behind it, which is actually pretty cool. I think these are coming across well on the screen. I think they are starting to fade towards the bottom, but hopefully you can forgive that for a novice video. I don't know, creator, I guess. I am still novice in regards to top-down videos. I do eventually want to have a camera that would come out so like you guys would be here. So like you guys could see top-down. You can't see my hand right now, but I know you know what I mean, I hope. I think this is another one representing a Y-Wing, because this looks like the front of a Y-Wing from like head on. So that one's pretty cool as well. This one is like, I think it's meant to represent the Senate, because these look like the Senate pods, and this is all the Galactic Republic symbols. This one is like a representation of the attack on the Death Star, with like the Death Star itself, the Y-Wings, the TIE fighters chasing the Y-Wings, and like the explosion, I suppose, with all this behind. That one's a really cool one. I like how simple it is, but how interesting it is at the same time. Now here's a point of contention. You either love him or you hate him. Jar Jar Binks. Again, I love these outer designs. It really reminds me of Otoh Gunga, which is the city of the Gungans, the capital city of the Gungans. Then we have a Chewbacca one, which I love all the detailing around him as well. That big flower really is really cool, especially because now this is maybe reading into this a bit much, but this looks like a bow, and of course, Wookiees use these things called bowcasters, which are essentially like technological crossbows. So I think that's a really cool idea if that was the intention there. And then this reads Kashyyyk, which is the home planet of the Wookiees. Never seen on screen apart from in games, which are now non-canon for the most part. And oh no, I tell a lie. It's the only canon appearance of Kashyyyk now, I believe, is in books, which obviously doesn't count because it's not on screen. And Jedi Fallen Order. But before that, the only time it was on screen in the old canon was in a few games that are now non-canon. And here's the fun one. The holiday special, which we won't talk about. But it is going to that time of year again. If you haven't watched the holiday special, watch it for a treat. I am of course joking. Here's another Rebellion one, more more X-Wings. And here is another, I believe that's the Empire. I think that's the Empire sign. Yeah. And you have a 3PO one. My only issue with this one is I think it covers 3PO too much. It kind of feels a little redundant to have all this across 3PO. I feel like you could have removed even just that midsection just to give you more to do with 3PO himself, but still nice. This one's much better. Obi-Wan page. I like the way this kind of cuts across, that's what I mean. See how this kind of keeps the detail of Obi-Wan, but also really pays homage to the outside as well. Then you have, I was about to say I couldn't tell you what that one is, but it is TIE Fighters crossing over each other. And then I believe, ATST, the Chicken Walkers, as they used to be called. As you can see here, there's their feet, there's their heads. Pretty cool design. Then we have a nice simple B2 battle droid. I love that. Not much to say there really. Apart from, again, I would rather the character kind of kept as much in the frame as possible, but on this one, to be fair, they haven't carried the legs on down, so it's meant to be like this box, so to speak, so it's a bit different. This one is really intricate in terms of the patterning, and I'm sure as you went through and coloured this, you probably realised some other little sort of references, so to speak. But obviously, the main attraction here is Yoda. There's a nice 3PO R2 Mandela, which I really like. I love this one because it really uses the old 2D design for 3PO. It's very much simplified, but I love it. And yeah, very straightforward. There's the Jedi Order symbol in the middle as well, which ironically is very similar to the Rebel symbol. Then you have this one, which is Stormtroopers. This is Boba Fett, not Jango. And then the Death Star. So Boba, from episode 1, the pod racer who tries to beat Anakin. Very straightforward with this one as well. Pretty cool. And then this one, I really like this one because what it does is it keeps the clone trooper in perspective. Gives you one pattern and then gives you another pattern behind that, which allows you to kind of rework on this one in layers. Really cool. And then you have I can't even say Luke and Leia. That might be hard to kind of make out, so that's Leia, Luke, Speeder, and this is kind of them racing through the forest. The dancers in Jabba's palace. R2, really simple, really effective. Vader, which it feels weird to put Vader next to flowers, so I would have made something a little bit less flowery for Vader, but I think it's okay. More kind of the same as regards the Mandolas. Another of Jar Jar, and another of Padme. I think in fact this was actually Sebe at this point, not Padme. And she looks great. I love the way this is done. So for those who don't know, just to elaborate, this part of the movie, there's a lot of parts of the movie where you don't realise it's not Padme but Sebe instead, that it's Keira Knightley playing like the Queen in that moment, because they are swapping constantly throughout the movie. That's the idea that obviously is revealed later in the movie, but I think a lot of people forget that this isn't Padme at this point. And then we have more of the mandalas again. This one has lightsabers involved, which is pretty cool. And we of something of a fast change, but really cool. A lot more of the ships involved. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Is that a TIE Defender? Maybe, I don't think so. You have like Star Destroyers, A-Wings, Millennium Falcon. There's the Y-Wing. Pretty cool. I like this one because this one's like a real story image, which is what happens on Dagobah in episode 5. And this one because it has lightsabers, but it's a bit of a weird one because it also includes the Trade Federation ships and like Padme's head dress, which is kind of weird, but Leia from the beginning of episode 6. Stormtrooper Luke. What I like here is, I know it sounds maybe silly, the flowering looks a lot like Luke's hairstyle. I don't know if that was intentional, but it looks that way. And there's just a lot of other nice mandalas. I'll just kind of show some of these to you guys and keep quiet for a few minutes, a few seconds, what I say. This one feels a little weird. It feels like there's so much elaborate stuff to put a not so flattering image of Anakin in the middle. Also, this is our first Han Solo one. I really like it. It's simple. I like it. This one has Jabba the Hutt on it. I think it's meant to represent the Sarlacc. Again, one of these repetitive pages, but I get the point. I get the point of them. I understand the psychology. This one, I love. Look at that cape. So much detailing to work on there. I love it. This is like the morning dress of Padme, which I really love. Really nice. And then young Anakin. The Quakian monkey lizard. I don't know if I said that right. And then Lando in disguise. Again, I don't think we've seen Lando yet. Very funny one of R2. Seems very like out of place because this is all happening and then R2 is just down here. General Grievous, who we've not seen yet. Again, one of the dancers, and Admiral Akbar. I feel like he could have been a little bit more central than me personally, but Greedo. We like Greedo, we love Greedo. If only because we know he shall last. That is probably the most simple one in the book. Not against it though, not against it. Jabba. And as you can see, we're sort of kind of repeating ourselves at this point. So, we'll quickly flick through. This one's amazing. Look at that, gorgeous. I love the Padme design, in which they included more of her outside of that design though, and older Obi-Wan. Quarren. I don't know what that Quarren is about, but they got a prop droid was that one there. Okay, that one's been repeated. I saw that one earlier. Boba Fett. Tarkin. That's an AT as some people called it back in the day. Yeah, Vader to Anakin in the Yoda one. That one's really cool because this is like the Emperor's Guard, which is a really cool one actually. There's Leia and Jango Fett. The cool helmets from the side, which is a really cool idea. It's crazy that they're as iconic from the side as head on. Is Air Chevin. I don't know why they included this. It's one of the races that is in Jabba's palace in episode 6, but very peculiar choice for one of these art books. It's a lot more like iconic ones I personally would have picked. Boba Fett head page. He said Boba Head Fett page there. It's a very different thing. I don't know what that means. General Grievous, which is a cool one. As you can see, we're kind of going to the end here. In fact, we're at the end here, yeah. So, that is the Star Wars Art Therapy book. If you guys liked seeing this and want to see maybe color 1 or 2 or something like that, and maybe even just some Star Wars lore or whatever in whispered form, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Have a sweet dream. Have a sweet dreams. I really messed that up. Have a sweet dream. Have some sweet dreams. Oh my gosh, I can't say it correctly. I keep adding words in or taking words out. Have sweet dreams. Or a great time zone. A great relax. Or whatever else you're doing.